Let everybody join the class. We have to wait for that time. Can you hear me properly? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Can you hear me properly? Yes. Good evening. Good evening, all on the chat box. Ishika, Abhijit, Ayush, Arjun. Where are the others? Sneha. Okay. Can we start the super cool session, the last one short session on the chapter Heredity and Evolution? Ready, everybody? Okay. So I'm starting the last lecture. If you have any doubt in this chapter, you have to ask me now itself. We are having the results of the last exam also on the screen. Okay. We have the results of the last exam also on the screen. Let's start the session, episode 7 on genetics. Guys, there may be an initial lagging. How is my audio and video clear, everybody? Fast on the chat box. Yeah, we are moving on to the results. Okay. So welcome to Biopoint Juniors, the last and the final session on heredity and evolution. Perfect, everything is perfect. My screen, my audio, everything. Is it perfect? Fast. Why the chat box is remaining silent? Yeah, I have another device also here. That's why the sound is being repeating. Let me off the audio of that. Now, how is it? Yeah, Abhijit, the voice will be lagging because there is some initial issues of the lecture. Okay. Now, is it okay, everyone? Okay. So, next page, we are going to have the wonderful results of the last cumulative exam that we conducted. One second. Okay. We are going to have the results. Who all are the persons on the chat? Please give me a thumbs up fast. Those who are ready to get your results on the screen, give me a thumbs up on the screen fast. On the chat box. Fast, everybody. Okay, Arjun. Okay, Abhijit. Okay. So let's have the first person on the screen. All your eyes on the screen. You can have the person number 1 out of 12 persons ranks are there, and the first person on the screen, it's not the first position, the rank will also be displayed over there. Out of 45, 11th rank for Ruby Kumari with 16 and 3 by 4 marks. Is Ruby in the session now? Guys, when your marks appear on the screen and the person is there on the live class, please reply on the chat fast. Okay, next we have the 4th position by Ankit, 35.5 marks. If you persons are there on the chat, please give your name or please tell sir I am there. Okay. So 11th position out of 45, Ruby Kumari scored 16 and 3 by 4 marks. Ankit with 35.5 marks. Next is Vanshika, 6th place with 31 and a 1 by 4 marks. Vanshika, are you here on the live? Ankit, are you satisfied with your marks? Okay. Next, so Vanshika is a 6th person with 35 1 by 4 marks. Next, 8th rank for Arjun with 26 3 by 4 marks. Arjun, satisfied with your marks? Fast on the chat box. Arjun, are you satisfied with your marks? Okay. Next, 9th position we have Kanshika with 26 1 by 4 marks. Kanshika, are you here on the chat? Okay. Next person on the screen, you're heading towards a winner. Can any one of you tell who may be the winner or who may be the first runner up? Everybody, please tell. There is Ayush, Abhijit, Kirti, then Ishika, Sneha, Arihan. Everybody is left over there. So please tell who may be the top scorer or the gold medalist for this particular first cumulative exam. Oh, Sneha, Sneha, Sneha. Everybody unitedly saying Sneha. Okay. Ankit saying Arihant. Okay. So keep your fingers crossed and wait for the results on the next page. 12th, we have Nishan, the lowest scorer, with 2.5 marks out of 45. Okay, next one. Can anyone of you tell me what would be the top score out of 45? Who is that? Entertainment TV shows? Will you please try to say it in English? Entertainment TV shows. Do anybody know who is it? Entertainment TV shows? Okay, telling 42, 41, 40, 42. The marks would be surprising. Even the topper Who is it? Entertainment TV shows? Okay. Unless you tell, unless you're trying to convey something in English, I cannot understand what you are just telling. Okay, everybody is telling. Sneha, are you here on the live? Okay. Second position for Ishiga with 42.5 mark. Anyway, the top scorer will be more than that. Right? Ishiga, satisfied with your marks? Congrats. 42.5 marks. Good way of answering all the questions. Can you please tell me who is this entertainment TV shows? Are you there for playing the quiz only? Listen to the class. Please convey your name on the chat box. Yeah, started now only. Yeah. This we have the results of the previous. We'll be just starting with the class now. Ishiga satisfied? Okay, congrats and moving. 10th. Okay, Amaresh Divakar, you please listen to the class. Okay, we will have the quiz only at the end of this lecture. So please stay tuned. If I like to, okay, Ankita, I'll send you the checked copy of your answer sheet. Only Ankit and Abhijit have asked me about their checked answer sheet and have kept a copy of that. If I would like to conduct the quiz in the middle, I'll conduct. So stay tuned throughout the lecture. So 10th for Arahant Dubey, 17 marks out of 35. Arahant, are you here? You haven't attempted the 5 marks question. At least one of the 3 5 marks question you haven't attempted. So you lose 15 marks very suddenly. Kuldeep, have you written your exam? Have you written the exam? I cannot understand who is that. Kuldeep, have you asked me? Oh, Arahant. Okay, Arahant, I'll send you if it is there. Arahant, satisfied with your marks? 17 out of 45. 10th rank. Satisfied. Yeah, understood. Are you satisfied with your mark? Guys, the most important thing that I have to tell everybody is that please try to write all the questions in the question paper, even if you know the answer clearly or not. Because if there is a particular change in the question or an error in the question, if you have at least attempted the question, you may get marks for that. Because for the last year, that is 2020 physics board exam class 12, the council have awarded the students with nearly 26 or 27 free marks. Because the reason was that many students were not able to complete the paper and only 2 direct questions were there out of 70 marks. And the CBSE finally have to give the marks. So I'm telling you all to write, even if you know the answer clearly or not, whatever you write something that is related with the chapter. That couldn't have happened because the essay questions were simple. Most of you got wrong with the last 17th question. The 17th, not 17th, 18th question, diagram based question. Most of you haven't written that question. Okay, next one. Ayush, your marks is on the screen. 7th, Ayush Gupta with 30 marks. 30 out of 45. Congrats. A hearty congratulations to Ayush being a 9th standard student. He tried his level best to score 30, the top 10 position. Good. Next, we have the 3rd position for Abhijit with 39 out of 45. Abhijit, are you here? Yeah, Arjun, I'll try to explain the last 3 questions. We have a separate lecture about the paper discussion in the next class because this heredity and evolution will be over today. Abhijit, are you here in the lecture or in the live? Okay, satisfied with your marks? Last time he was the fourth place and now moved on to the third. Congrats. Now, who all are the remaining students that are waiting for the results? Who all are the persons? Please comment your names on the chat fast. Who all are there waiting for your final results? Second position and the first position. Yeah, Kriti is there, then Sneha is there. Only two persons left out. Okay, because the second position may appear on the screen. Yeah, Kuldeep, we are moving. Yeah, Arahan, we are moving. Sorry, Arahan, we are moving. So there were some more students. So I'll be displaying the second position now and the first position after that. Okay, second position here for Sneha Punya with 34 and a half marks. 34 and a half out of 45. So you can guess who is the winner or the top scorer out of 45. Right? Yes, it's none other than the topper all is Kriti with 44 marks. Very congratulations to Kriti because she joined the class late. She tried to watch all the previous lectures in YouTube and thus she scored the marks. Kriti, a big congrats to you. Keep it up. Score well for everything. Be the topper for all the exams. Everybody. All should compete with each other. Try to be the topper every time. Guys, the top 3 position will be given their ranks or their names in the Telegram group. Okay, gold medalist, silver and bronze. Like that, the names, they will be made the admins till the next exam is to be conducted. Okay. So this is the final mark list for everybody. The first 11 position: Kriti, Ishika, Abhijit, Ankit, Sneha, Vanshika, Ayush, Arjun, Kanchika, Arihan, Ruby, and one more person is there. That was Nishant. Okay, because of this title box over there, you cannot see his name. Okay, can we move with the class? Please give a hearts on the chat box. Please give a heart on the chat box. Okay, moving on with the class. I'm going to explain each and everything right from the beginning. So if you have any doubt in these points, please ask. I want everybody to compete for the final quiz. 20 most expected MCQs from the chapter. Okay, I think 12 persons are there on the class. 12 persons are there on the class. It's not a mentee. Only the first 7 persons joining the quiz can play the quiz. Okay, so as soon as I display the code on the screen, go to the website and use the link or use a code to enter the quiz. Okay, I want the 7 persons to enter the quiz and play as well as they could. So we are going with the chapter again. At the end of the class, I'll show you the website. Okay, some of the important terms from this chapter that we are going to discuss right from the beginning now again. Guys, please click the like button fast. I think I cannot see how many likes are over here because I have not refreshed the page. So please do like the session fast now itself. Okay, so I'm beginning the class. First term is genetics. What do you mean by genetics? Guys, listen to each and every terms very clearly because you expect direct questions in the mentee. Okay, 10 likes are there. Okay, good. Genetics is the first term. Genetics is a study of inheritance, heredity, and variation of character or The study of genes or chromosome. Next term is inheritance. Inheritance is a transmission of character from parents to offspring. Parents to offspring, and it is the basis of heredity. Those who haven't got the class right from the beginning, listen to the class very carefully. Okay. Next term is variation. Guys, clear with the terms? If you are clear with each terms, please do chat in the chat yes. No, we have just started the class. Dibakar, do you want me to repeat the points right from the beginning once again? Please tell, okay? If you wanted me to explain the points right from the beginning, you please tell. And others, if you are clear with these 3 points, okay, listen to the class. If you have any doubt regarding that, please. In the beginning of this session, in order to know the results, I think 13 or 14 persons were there, and now reduced to 7. Okay. Okay, I'll explain right from the beginning once again. The first term is genetics. All these terms you have to by heart. Genetics is a study of inheritance, heredity, or variation of characters. That is, you inherit certain character from your parents. For example, look this, the eye color. Some of you may have brown eyes, some of you may have blue eyes, some may have gray, some emerald or green eyes are there, right? So all these traits, different characters, all these characters are inherited from your parents to offspring. Sometimes your parents may have a black eye, but you may have a brown eyes, because inheritance of character may take place how depends upon the previous 14 generation. Okay, 4 generation depends upon the previous 14 generation, you get to inherit a particular character. Next term is inheritance. Inheritance refers to the transmission of characters from parents to the progeny. What do you mean by progeny? Progeny means offspring. Progeny means offspring. Guys, why the chat box? Yeah, it may sometimes. Yes. Yes, it may get sometimes mixed, okay? Sometimes a person, suppose you may inherit, your parents may be having black straight hair, but you will be having curly hair because your grandparents or your grandparents may be having a curled hair. That's why you may get a trait or a particular gene for the curly hair. That's why you guys will be having the curly hair, even though both of your parents will be having straight long hair. Exactly, something like that may happen in a family also. If the parents and the grandparents, both the grandmother and the grandfather, then both the mother and the father, and one of the offspring, that is nearly 5 persons in a family may get a blood group as B positive, but one offspring may get a blood group as B negative. Why? It may be a character inherited from the previous great grandfathers. Okay, all these are different advancements of genetics. Next term is variation. What do you mean by variation? Variation can be defined as a differences between the parents and the offspring. Yeah, Rehan, I'll try to explain it. At last, you please ask this question when I am talking about the monohybrid cross. Okay? Otherwise, the new students may get confused with all these things. Okay, Rehan? Please ask me the same question when I am teaching you the monohybrid cross. At that time, it will be easy for the other students also to understand. So, guys, what do you mean by inheritance? Inheritance means the transmission of characters from parents to offspring. This statement is very important. Note down the statement. It is the basis of heredity. It is the basis of heredity. Next term is variation. Okay, sorry, variation. Variation can be defined as a difference between the parents and the offspring. Next term is character. Character is a heritable feature among the parents and the offspring. A heritable feature among the parents and the offspring is called character, and the different varieties of a particular character available is known as trait. Guys, all these 5 terms are clear for everybody, all the 7% on the live class now. Is it clear for everybody? Comment fast. The problem is that my after I speaks and after some time only my audio will reach you guys. Okay, Ankit, you are clear with all these points. Okay, trait you need, Abhijit. I'll explain now. Ishiga, Kirti, where are the other students? Arahan, Ayush, yes, clear. Okay, thanks. Kirti and all is not in the class. Kirti, Ishiga and all are not in the class. Okay. Listen, Abhijit. Trait means. Okay. Trait means it is a variant of a character. Suppose we are taking the character as height of a plant. Height of a plant. What are the different traits available? The plant may be tall or the plant may be dwarf. Am I right? Oh, yes. That is meant by the trait. Yes, tall and dwarf. Other or tall or short, whatever may be, that is referred to as the traits. Abhijit, is it clear? Okay, I'm moving with the next one. Next term is alleles. Alleles or allelomorph. They are referred to as the alternate form of a gene. Alleles or allelomorph are referred to as the alternate form of a gene. That is, capital T for tallness and small t for dwarfness are the two alleles of a gene for the same character, that is, the height of the plant. Clear with the term allele, everybody? Suppose, yes, capital T for tallness and small t for dwarfness. Even if both capital T and small t expresses together in a offspring, what would be the genotype, not genotype, what would be the phenotype or the physical appearance of that particular offspring? Comment fast in the chat box. What would be the physical appearance of that particular offspring? Whether it may be tall or it may be dwarf. Yes, Ankit, correct. It is tall. That you mean by the phenotype. So the genetically observable characters is referred to as the phenotype. Okay. Next conditions are homozygous condition and heterozygous condition. Homozygous condition means the condition in which chromosome pair carries similar alleles of a gene. That is capital T or small t or capital Y or small y. Yes, in a simple manner you can tell the gene carrying similar pair, okay? A gene or a chromosome pair carrying a similar pair of allele is called a homozygous condition. It is also known as pure line or true breeding varieties. You call it as a true breeding varieties. And what do you mean by heterozygous condition? Heterozygous means the condition of the chromosome pair carrying dissimilar alleles. For example, capital T, small t, capital Y, small y, capital A, small a, like that. Okay, guys, is it clear, everybody? Is it clear, everybody? Is my voice clear for everyone? Is there any new persons attending the class for the first time? Is there a new person who is attending the class for the very first time? Okay. So that is the difference between homozygous and heterozygous condition. Okay. Let's move with the next one. So this is all about monohybrid cross. Arahan, can you once again please comment the question that you asked before? Fast. You have got. If the mother have a blue eyes and the father black eyes, then what would be the color of the eyes of offspring? So we are first writing about the parents. What are the parents? Mother is having blue eyes. If I'm denoting blue eyes as the dominant, no, we can take father as the dominant. Okay, black eyes as a dominant, that is capital B. Capital B, if it is the genotype of the father, and small b denotes blue, that is the genotype. That is the genotype. Now is it clear, Arihan? It was a black slide. If this small b represents the genotype for blue color, and capital B represents for black. Guys, can you see my screen? Others? Guys, is my audio and video clear? Okay. So this is the cross. Then, if we are taking the gametes, so Arihan's question was, if the parent is having, the father is having a black eyes and mother is having a blue eyes, then what would be the color of the eyes of the offspring? Guys, tell me fast without even having the Punnett square, what would be the color of the F1 generation? Guys, don't draw the Punnett square or checkerboard. Tell me the color frankly, very fastly. What is the color of the offspring in the F1 generation? Yes, Abhijit, without any doubt. Yes. I'll show after this. I'll show about the heterozygous condition also. Okay. Yes, exactly, Abhijit, Ayush, Arahan, all. The F1 generation will inherit a black color only. Why? Because, it is dominant. Capital B indicates a dominant character and capital B represents black. So that is the dominant character. So what are the gametes obtained over here? It may be capital B, and here the gametes obtained are small b and small b. So what you are obtaining in the F1 generation, without any doubt, you can write the offspring is capital B, small b. And what is it? Heterozygous black. Heterozygous black. Then we are going to self-pollinate F1 generation, or the offsprings obtained in the F1 progeny. We are gonna self-pollinate and obtain the results. When we are self-pollinating, the parents are capital B, small b cross capital B. What happened, Arahan? Capital B, small b, and capital B, small b. Yes, Ayush, 3:1. The gametes may be capital B. Arahan, what is the problem happening now? Yes, Kirti. If we take the parent, dominant character has to be the parent having the blue color, then we'd have the F1 generation have the blue color. If parents have capital Y, small y genotype, then offspring may have, yes, exactly. Capital B and small b gametes over here. Here also the gametes are capital B and small b. The F2 generation. Okay, Arhan, see to the group, the code and everything will be there in the group. If your data, you can switch off, and after a few minutes, you can just turn on with the Telegram group. Okay, if you're not able to join in the quiz, you can just watch the questions from the YouTube itself. Okay, next we are gonna do the cross for F2 generation, that is having the Punnett square. Capital B, small b, capital B, small b. Then this would be capital B, capital B, capital B, small b, capital B, small b, and small b, small b. So three offspring may be having black, and one offspring may be having blue. That is, the ratio is 3:1. Guys, what is this? Is it the phenotypic ratio or the genotypic ratio? Is it genotypic ratio or phenotypic ratio? 3:1 for monohybrid cross. I'm asking you whether it is phenotypic ratio or genotypic ratio. Is a 3:1. Exactly, Abhijit. It is the phenotypic ratio. Guys, listen to the question and give the answer. It is a phenotypic ratio. Why? Because we are doing with the observable characters in the offspring. Guys, comment me, what is the genotypic ratio of the monohybrid cross? Genotypic ratio of the monohybrid cross. Exactly. 1:2:1. And what would be the condition over here? Capital B will be 1. Capital B, small b will be 2. And small b will be. I don't know who disliked the class. Somebody have disliked the class. I don't know who is that person. Okay. I'm continuing with the class. Is this everything clear for everyone? Monohybrid cross, phenotypic, genotypic ratio, everything clear for everybody. Okay. Guys, you don't have the dihybrid cross in your syllabus. Okay. You don't have the dihybrid cross in your syllabus. But you have to study the phenotypic ratio of the dihybrid cross. Okay, guys. And most one chapter, that is the evolution part, is being deleted from your syllabus. From this dihybrid cross, listen, I'll just explain you the ratio only, okay? The phenotypic ratio. About the genotypic ratio, you'll be studying in your class 12. Yeah, we will start the quiz after the class ends. I have a small portion before that to finish. Phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. You don't have to understand or try to understand what all are these things. Okay, which trait or allele appears for 9 times and 3. You just study the term or the ratio, that is phenotypic ratio for a dihybrid cross is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. The question if comes for your exam also, it comes directly like that. Okay. So I think everyone is clear with the monohybrid, so I'm not going to explain it again. These are some of the important terms. That is a dominant character, the character which is expressed in a heterozygous condition, the character which is expressed in the heterozygous condition is the dominant character. Next is recessive character. Recessive character is the character which is suppressed in a heterozygous condition. It is indicated with a small letter. The character which is expressed in a heterozygous condition is the dominant character indicated by the capital letter. Clear with this term? Phenotype and genotype. Physical expression of a character is phenotype and the genetic constitution is genotype. I don't know. I just forgot the name of this entertainment TV show. Can you please tell me again? Are you not in the group? Are you not in the group? Okay, Amarish Divagar, are you there in the group? Arhand, I'll explain it. Okay, you have it will. It is easy. It is easy that. Okay, Arhand, it will be easy to do the cross also. Okay, because what we do right before you have to reverse the cross. Nothing is more important over there. I'll try to do that. Okay. And Amarish Divagar, I'll try to include the link of the Telegram group over here. I don't think you would get if you search it. Amarish Divagar, can you tell me in any other group which you are active? I'll get your contact from there. Because it's a private channel, I don't know whether biopoint will appear if you search it or not. Okay. Next term is a hybrid. Abhijit, are you here? Abhijit, are you here? An individual produced by mating of genetically unlike parents is hybrid. Clear? We have to go a little bit faster. Griga Mental is the father of genetics. Sneha, Ishiga, and everybody, where are they? Kirti, Sneha, Ishika. Okay, Griga Mental is known as the father of genetics. He just conducted the hybridization experiments on garden pea, that is Pisum sativum, for 7 years. Okay, Pisum sativum for 7 years. These are the Mendel's law of inheritance, the steps in making crossing a pea, that is selection of 2 pea plants, then emasculation or the removal of the male part of the plant from the flower. Next is the pollination, and last one, it is a collection and germination. Okay, I'm going a little bit fast. Guys, a type of question like this was asked for your exam. In the next slide, I'll show. Uh-oh. Guys, like this, a question was asked. Mention the trait in the flowers that Mendel used for the experiments. Am I right? A question like that comes for your exam. 1 mark question. A 1 mark question. Am I right? And only a few person Only a few persons have written the answer. Everybody have wrote what are the character, that is flower position. Most of you have written it to be axial and terminal. Only a few persons have. Yeah, I'll try to. All these slides were taken in the last class only. These are not new slides. All have written about axial and terminal, but to my knowledge, only two persons. I think it's Ankit, then Sneha, and Kirti or somebody. Yeah, Kirti, Ankit, and Abhijit. Abhijit also have written which is the dominant character and which is the recessive character. Only these three persons have got that complete 1 mark for that particular question, and where others have got only half marks. Because even though it is not mentioned in the question, you are supposed to write which is the dominant character and which is the recessive character. Clear? Clear, everybody? Yeah, most of the students have written the flower position, axial and terminal, but you have to mention there also which character is dominant and which character is recessive. Then only you will get the complete 1 mark for that question. Guys, I'm going a little bit faster because we have a small portion at the end to be yet to be finished. All these are monohybrid cross, I've explained. Yeah, it was a fourth question for the exam, 1 mark question. Even though the which is dominant and recessive is not asked, you are supposed to mention it in the answer script. Guys, this is a ratio that I just talked about earlier. Okay, 9 round seed, 3 round green, 3 wrinkled yellow, and 1 wrinkled green. So the dihybrid ratio will turn up to a total of 9:3:3:1. 9:3:3:1. Clear? No need to by heart all these things. You have to study this particular ratio only. 9:3:3:1. Guys, this is a reason why 10th standard students are not asked to learn the genotypic ratio, because it is a very lengthy one. If such a question comes for your exam, you have to write this entire cross. It would consume a lot of time for your science paper. Guys, have you all heard the valuation from CBSE? Till the last year, all students get above 95% of marks in science and mathematics. And most of you were complaining about their social science marks, social studies. They used to get very poor marks for social studies because CBSE values social paper very, very strictly. But do you know what is the condition in this 2020 board exam? Most of the students have expected 95-100% for science and maths, but they have got only less than 85 for the science paper. So guys, try to write and study all the points on science, especially do the problems of physics and maths also. Don't keep yourself away from mathematics, even if it is boring or whatever. I know that, yes, many of them suffered. Even the 12th standard students suffered a lot on their physics board exam. Only two direct question from their textbook, and rest 68 marks question from outside the textbook, high level question. So do the problems, give more focus to maths. Okay, please try to do the problems. Don't read and study maths. You do the problems. I'll try to conduct exams on physics. If a bio teacher teaches physics, the genotype and phenotype will comes under the Bernoulli's theorem and Newton's gravitational law and everything will comes under biology, and human beings, mango tree and everything will come under physics also. Guys, this was the portion that we left in the last class, so we are gonna complete this particular portion very quick, after which you will have the super exciting Menti quiz. Yes, Arahand, you can post. I am not restricting. I do not restrict anybody who is posting subjects related. Post in the group. No need of personal chats in the group or anything like that. Yesterday also one thing like that came. Okay. You are supposed you can conduct the quiz after asking. Today morning I think Ayush has asked, but he doesn't conducted the quiz in the group. Ayush, you can ask it directly in the group, and if there are enough members to do the quiz, you can start doing the quiz there itself. Okay, suppose we may be busy with our NEET batch or some other things, busy works with your evening class. As a result, we could not just reply to your text messages on the Telegram. So if there are enough members in the group, you can start the quiz. Anybody related to your 10th standard topics. Guys, one important thing, our NEET batch is heading towards their exam and the number of members are also on a rise now. So please just, today night we'll decide who is the class monitor, and we will set it for 1 week. Apart from selecting them for one day, we'll set it them for 1 week. Okay, listen to the class. This is a very important topic. Yeah, okay. Mental laws of inheritance. I'll take. Sex determination in human beings. In human beings, guys, most of you are confused with this topic. 46 chromosome, you will write 23. 46 pairs, somebody will write 2 pairs. Okay, so please listen to the topic, those who haven't understood it clear till now. Sex determination in human beings. In human beings, all chromosomes are not paired. 22 chromosomes are paired. Okay, how many chromosomes in human beings are paired? 22 chromosome. Don't write pairs over here. I'm exactly telling about how much. 22 chromosome, not about 22 pairs. 22 chromosomes are paired, but only one pair called the sex chromosome. Another name for sex chromosome is allosome. Take down allosome. Another name for sex chromosome may be allosome. Is odd and is not having a perfect pair in male. Why? Because in human male, the chromosomes are X and Y. X and Y. And for female, it is paired, that is X and X. Suppose all the boys may be having all the boys are having the chromosomes like X and Y. Why? Because they have inherited the sperms containing Y chromosomes from their father. That's why resulted in male. Those girls have resulted in getting the X chromosome from their father. That's why resulted in a genotype of XX. Phenotype girls. Females have a perfect pair, both represented by capital X, while males have a normal sized X but the other short chromosome. Study this point. X chromosome is large or the normal size, whereas Y chromosome is short. All gametes are ova formed by the homogenetic female. What do you mean by homogenetic? Homogenetic means similar. Guys, if you are clear, just type clear on the chat. Or else if you have any doubt, please tell me. I'll explain it once again. Guys, my question, in the case of human being, it is father or mother who determines the sex of the offspring. You might have heard there are some villages in the northern states of India where the female feticide is being initiated, killing of the girl children, like, right? Because they may not have their economic status to just feed a girl child. As a result, most of in those states we can see that the relatives were just cursing, or they were just scolding the mothers for giving birth to a baby girl, right? But it is not the mother who determines the sex of the offspring, it is the father who determines the offspring's sex. Because in human beings, the father or the males are heterogametic or heterogenetic in nature. That is, two type of sperms are there, half with capital X and the other with the capital Y chromosome. If it results in the fertilization capital X capital Y, that would result in a male child. If it is capital X, that would result in a female child. Okay, it is so. This is a very important question. Is it father or the mother who determines the sex of the offspring? It is the father who determines the sex of the offspring. Look, this, the male is having capital X, capital Y. The female parent is having capital X, capital X. So the sperms are capital X. So the sperms from the male is having capital X and a capital Y. The ovum or the gamete from this may be similar. That is capital X only. So if capital X fertilizes with capital X, you will get a female that is having the genotype of XX. If Y and if X fertilize, you will get a male as the offspring. Guys, denote males like this and the females like this. And if it is a bisexual, you denote like this. Clear? Please take down these points. If it is a male, you denote like this. If it is a female, you denote like this. If it is a bisexual condition in case of plants, also you denote like this. Both males and females are represented together. Okay, we are ending our time. Autosomes. What do you mean by autosomes? The chromosome that do not play any role in sex determination. The chromosomes that do not play any role in sex determination is called autosome. This is also important. Sex chromosome. The chromosomes which play a role in determining the sex of the newborn baby. Guys, bookmark these 3 points or take a snapshot of all these 3 points and or write it down in your notebook if you have one, because this is a frequently asked question, a 3 marks question, and these 3 points are necessary. If the sperm having X chromosome fertilizes with ovum, ovum always produces X chromosome. So it will result in a condition XX, which may result in a phenotype as female. If the sperm having Y chromosome fertilizes with the X, it will be resulting in the offspring having the male, that is XY chromosome. Yes, exactly. Autosomes are always otherwise known as somatic body cells. Autosomes are otherwise known as somatic body cells or somatic body chromosomes or the normal chromosome. Clear? I think the portion is finished and we can head with the mentee. Okay guys, ready for the mentee quiz? It's not actually mentee, it is a quiz. 20 most MCQs. Ready for the quiz, everybody? Ready for the quiz? Only the first 7% can enter the quiz. So those who haven't subscribed the channel yet, please share it with your friends. Like, share and comment the channel. So please see the code on the screen you have. Go to ahaslides.com and use the code 71531. 20 most expected MCQs from the chapter Heredity and Evolution. Only on BioPoint Stream, the world of bio. Go to ahaslides.com and use the code 71531. The link is available on the Telegram group. Those who are not able to click it on Google, please go to the Telegram group, click the link and join fast. How many of you have joined the quiz? ahaslides.com and use the code 71531. Fast. I think nobody entered only one have entered the quiz. Only the first 7 can enter the quiz. Yes, it's 3. Fast. 4. 3 more persons can enter and play the quiz. Others can watch it on YouTube. Fast. Don't miss the super cool session. 20 most expected MCQs from the chapter Heredity and Evolution. The final one-shot revision on the MCQ series on Heredity and Evolution. Only on BioPoint Stream, the world of bio. Fast, fast. One more person can join the quiz. One more, it's 6 now. One more can join the quiz. Fast, and we will begin the quiz in 2 minutes. Fast. Anyone can take up the quiz and do well. Read all the questions and all the 4 options correctly and do the quiz. Anyway, I'm starting the quiz in 3, 2, 1, and all your eyes on the screen. You have joining or waiting for the players. Uh-oh. I think there is some problem. Guys, 1 second. There is a problem with the quiz. I don't know whether the first question may appear on your screen. Yes, waiting for the players to join the quiz. Yes, we have Sneha, Abhijit, Ankit, Arihant, Ishika, and Kirti. So starting the quiz in 3, 2, 1, and starting the quiz. All your eyes on the screen. The first question, 1 out of the 20 questions on the screen. The study of heredity and variation is called. Study of heredity and variation. Option A, genotype. Option B, heredity. Option C, genetics. And option D, phenotype. Who have answered it to be heredity? I don't know who answers is to be heredity. Study of heredity and variation, you call it as to be genetics, right? How can it may come heredity? Again the answer. Second question onto the screen. Second question on the screen. Cells having single set of chromosome. Cells having a single set of chromosome. Oh, 2 options haven't arrived. Guys, there is a problem with the slides. Option 1 was the correct. Actually, the option 1 was haploid. Okay, it is not diploid. Guys, please take note of this. It is a problem with the quiz. Cells having a single set of chromosome is referred to as haploid. Okay, this option is wrong. All the other options are wrong. This option is right. Sorry for the defect in the quiz. It is N and 2N we study. That is a N. It is a haploid. Third question on the screen. I don't know how many mistakes are there. I just did everything in a hurry. The genetic constitution of an organism is referred to as option A phenotype, option B genotype, option C alleles, and option D recessive. Guys, if there is anything wrong about in the answers, I will explain it here itself. You just watch on the YouTube also. Phenotype, genotype, alleles, recessive. Genetic constitution of an organism. 4% gone with the option genotype, and I don't know who gone with the option allele. Guys, alleles is the alternate form of a gene. Allele is the alternate form of gene. Am I right? Am I right? Alternate form of a gene allele. The correct answer is genotype. You denote capital T, small t, all these are genotype. Next question on the screen. All of you have the fourth question on the screen. Listen to the question very carefully and click the correct answer. Number of chromosome present in the human egg cell. Option A, 23 pairs of chromosome. Option B, 23 chromosome. Option C, 2 chromosome. And option D, 46 chromosome. Number of chromosome present in the human egg cell. 23 chromosome, 23 pairs, 2 chromosome and 46 chromosome. In my environment it is, guys, I have explained this in the class. Not to write 2 chromosome. Number of chromosome present in the human gametes. Right from the first class itself I am doing the same thing. 2n is equal to 46. Therefore n stands for 46 divided by 2 is equal to 23. 23 chromosomes is the answer. Is that clear for everybody? Fifth question on the screen. It's heavily raining around me. I don't know whether my voice is clear for you or not. If anybody is there on the YouTube, please just comment whether you can hear my voice or not. The condition when both the alleles are identical. Heterozygous, recessive, gene, and homozygous. There is an initial lag on the YouTube. Okay, after the question appear on the screen only. Oh, the questions is not coming on your phone. That might be a network issue in your area. 3 persons have given with the correct answer. The condition when both the alleles are identical. It is homozygous condition. Capital T, capital T. Everybody is asking the leaderboard. You have the first leaderboard on the screen. Very good, Kirti. Very good. 3,087 points for Kriti. Then Sneha with 2,413 points. Ishika 2,394 points. Ankit with 1,714 points. Arihant with 1,640 points. And Abhijit with 882 points. Abhijit, I think Abhijit is having a small network issue. No problem, Abhijit. You just stop the quiz right and you just watch the questions in the YouTube. Okay? Sixth question on the screen. Don't worry about the result. A cross between one pair of contrasting character. A cross between one pair of contrasting character. Dominant cross, monohybrid cross, tall dwarf cross, and dihybrid cross. sorry, a cross between one pair of contrasting character. Dominant cross, monohybrid cross, tall dwarf cross, and dihybrid cross. Good. I don't know who is that one person always misclicking the answer. The answer is monohybrid cross. Seventh question on the screen. I'm going a little bit faster. We have consumed a lot of time today. An alteration in genetic material that can be inherited. An alteration in genetic material that can be inherited. Oh. Guys, please see option A evolution, option B mutation, option C genotype, and option D variation. Option 2 is mutation. Option 2 is mutation. Guys, option 2 is mutation. Those who can hear my voice, option 2 is mutation. Option A evolution, option C genotype, and option D variation. Exactly. 3 students. Yes, Ankit, there is a little bit lag because we have just initiated the process in YouTube only, right? That's why. The correct answer is mutation. Sorry for not displaying the answer. The answer is mutation. Okay, mutation. It's not variation and it is not genotype. Eighth question on the screen. The hereditary unit of life. Don't get confused with genes and DNA and chromosome. All the 4 options are there on the screen. Hereditary unit of life. Hereditary unit of life. DNA, genes, chromosomes, and nucleus. Click the right answer after reading the question. 11 seconds remaining. DNA, genes, chromosomes, and nucleus. The hereditary unit of life. The answer of this question in 3, 2, 1, and on the screen. You have 4 people marking with the genes. I told you that some of you may at least get confused with this term DNA. Ninth question on the screen. You have 20 questions for the quiz to end. Mendel studied a total of how many characters in pea plant? Plant height, pod color, pod shape, seed, like that. How many character did Mendel selected in pea plant? 7, 8, 2, 5. 7, 8, 2, and 5. How many character of pea plants did Mendel selected for his experiments? Answer for the question in 3, 2, 1, and on the screen. 7 is the correct answer. 5 persons have voted for the correct answer. 10th question and the second leaderboard after the question on the screen. Those who are not joining the AHA Slides quiz live, those who can watch the questions from the YouTube. Small differences among individuals are called. Differences among individuals are called. Option A, evolution. Option B, variation. Option C, heredity. And option D, variation. Sorry, not variation. Option D, trait. Small differences. I want everybody to give the correct answer for this question. Evolution, variation, heredity, and trait. Small differences. Again, 1 person have answered the question wrong. 5 persons have answered with the variation. It is a correct answer. Second leaderboard on the screen. Yes, you have Kriti with 5,449 points. Good going. Ishika 5,174 points. Good. Ankit also going good with 5,000 points. 5,023. Arihan 4,000. Sneha 4,000. Raj 1,000. Abhijit 822. And one more person on the screen. BioPoint is my favorite. 0 point. 11th question on the screen. I'm going a little bit faster. The monohybrid genotypic ratio is, read the question, monohybrid genotypic ratio. 3 is to 1, 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1, 1 is to 2 is to 1, 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 4. Monohybrid genotypic ratio. Capital T is to capital T, small t is to small t small t. 3 is to 1, 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1, 1 is to 2 is to 1, 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 4. And the time is up. 4 students with the correct answer. 1 is to 2 is to 1. Guys, 9 is to 3 is to 1. 9 is to 3 is to 1 is the phenotypic ratio for dihybrid cross. Right? It is the phenotypic ratio for the dihybrid cross. And this 1 is to 2 is to 1 is the genotypic ratio for monohybrid cross. 3 is to 1 is the phenotypic ratio for monohybrid cross. Okay, next question on the screen. 12th question on the screen. Any two animals having 19 pairs of chromosomes. You have to click the answer. This is a tricky question, a general GK question, general knowledge question. Any two animals having 19 pairs of chromosomes. Guys, the third option is tiger and lion. Tiger and lion is the third option. It has not been typed over there. Humans and elephant, rat and elephant. Third option is tiger and lion. Tiger and lion is the third option. Fourth option is tiger and human. 3 students with the correct answer, that is tiger and lion. This is the problem with the quiz. Tiger and lion having 19 pairs of chromosome. Next question on the screen, 13th question. Guys, can you hear the sound of the rain, heavy pouring rains? Or only my sound is heard through the, I cannot hear anything over here. Dash chromosome do not take part in sex determination. Dash chromosome do not take part in sex determination. Option A, autosome. Option B, allosome. Option C, variosome. And option D, chromosome. Dash chromosome do not take part in sex determination. Autosome, allosome, variosomes, and chromosome. It's heavily pouring over here, that's why. Guys, the correct answer is autosome. Have I told you? I don't know who is this two persons. Click the answer as variosome. Guys, have I told you a term like variosome? Have I told you a terms like variosome? No, I haven't even told in the class about such a term. The correct answer is autosome. 14th question on the screen. The type of gene which in the presence of a contrasting allele is not expressed. The type of gene which in the presence of a contrasting allele is not expressed. Option A, dominant gene. Option B, monohybrid gene. Guys, option C is heterozygous gene. Option C is recessive gene. Option C is recessive gene. And option D, homozygous gene. Yes, everybody click the right answer. The type of gene which in the presence of a contrasting allele is not expressed, it is recessive gene. 15th question on the screen. A pair of chromosome carrying dissimilar alleles for a particular character. A pair of chromosome carrying dissimilar alleles for a particular character. Homozygous, diploid allele and heterozygous. Homozygous, diploid allele and heterozygous. 10 seconds remaining for this particular question. You will have the leaderboard after this question. 5 more questions remaining. The majority or the answer for the question on the screen, it is heterozygous condition. 16th question, you have the leaderboard. Good, Ishiga came to the first with 9,262 points. Kirti second position with 9,061 points. Ankit 8,589 points. Arahant with 6,407 points. Sneha Punya with 5,888 points. Raj with 1,648 points. Abhijit with 822 points. And BioPoint is my favorite with 0 points. 16th question on the screen. Read both the statements, guys. Statement 1. Chromosomes other than pair of 6 chromosomes are called allele. chromosome other than pair of sex chromosome are called allele. Statement 2. The physical expression of gene is called phenotype. The physical expression of gene is called phenotype. Option A, statement 1 is true but statement 2 is false. Option B, statement 1 is false but statement 2 is true. Option C, both the statements are correct, and option D, both the statements are false. Guys, what happened? Why the answer gone wrong for everyone? Statement 1. Chromosomes other than pair of sex chromosome are called allele. Is it called allele? Autosome. Sex chromosome called allosome. The physical expression of a gene is called phenotype. How can statement 2 be false then? Statement 1 is false but statement 2 is true. Clear? 17th question on the screen. The father of genetics. Simple question, only one united answer. No misleading answers on the quiz. Gregor Johann Mendel. Option B is Alexander Fleming. Option C, Howard Florey, and option D, Carl Linnaeus. Gregor Johann Mendel, Alexander Fleming, Howard Florey, and Carl Linnaeus. Three, two, one, and the majority answer on the screen. Guys, if I could have seen this below this, I have the leaderboard, the icon for leaderboard. I would have shown the leaderboard to understand who all made this question wrong. Father of genetics, Gregor Johann Mendel. These two students I don't know, and I know that they misclicked the answer because since the option not came over here and I emphasized the answer, they thought that that would be the answer. 18th question on the screen. Guys, Johann Mendel is its name. Mendel's name is Johann Mendel, and Gregor means since he was a pastor, that is, he lived in a monastery, like so. He got the name Gregor. His actual name is Johann Mendel. The plant used by Mendel for his experiment. Option A, garden hibiscus. Guys, option B is lotus. Option C, garden pea, and option D, carrot. Only one answer, please. Simple question. Don't click the wrong answer, please. Again, one person with the answer. Lotus. Have I just explained anything about lotus in the class? Only about garden pea, pisum sativa. 19th question on the screen. This you need to do the cross. I think no need of doing the cross. You can directly tell the answer. When Mendel crossed pure white flowers, small w, with pure red flowers, that is capital W, sorry. When Mendel crossed pure white flowers, small w, with pure red flowers, capital W of P, the first generation hybrids had F1 generation. They are asking only red flowers, only white flowers, pink flowers, 3 red and 1 white flower. Oh, what is this? Guys, small w, recessive trait. Capital W, dominant trait. Am I right? Dominant trait. If you are crossing capital Y with small w, the gametes obtained capital W11 Freyren and small w. The F1 generation you are gonna obtain is capital W, small w. The plant is a red flower. Clear? Last and the final question on the chapter Heredity and Evolution. In the next class, we will move with the next chapter on biology. I'll take with the next chapter. Last and the final revision question from the chapter. We have completed the chapter Heredity and Evolution. Last and the final striking question. Do hits give me hearts on the chat box. What is the dihybrid phenotypic ratio? Dihybrid phenotypic ratio 3 is to 1, 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1, 1 is to 2 is to 1, 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 4. Exactly, guys. 4 students give me the correct answer. Let's have the final leaderboard and let's end this wonderful chapter on heredity and evolution. Very good. Very good. We have 11,806 points with Ishika as the topper. Congrats, Ishika. Congrats. Next second, we have Kriti with 11,587. Good going. Then we have Ankit. With 11,551 points. Sneha with 8,311 points. Arahan with 6,407 points. Raj with 1,648 points. Abhijit with 882 points, and Bio Points is my favorite with 0 points. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to all the winners, and do well. If you have any doubt in this chapter, do tell me in the Telegram. Those who haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe. Hit the like button now itself. So thank you all. Thank you for your wonderful cooperation. My dear batch for CBSE Class 10 Biopoint Juniors. Bye-bye. We are ending the class. Thank you, everyone.